Day 5 afternoon session. We're on a good progress to get these 80 tokens to get the paladin. So this is gonna be interesting, whether we're gonna get it or not. If we fall short, no problem, I have a other option of getting it regardless. It just costs a resource that we get for free every single day. And this reminds me of one thing. You see that we do everything we can to get this. This is the goal. And it's interesting whether we can get it or not, right? So we do, this is exciting. However, if you're in a on the play to win route, be careful of what your goal is. Because if your goal is first place, things don't exactly depend only on you. Things also depend on the other person spending a lot more than you. And in that case, they have a lot more chance of winning. The objective of this channel is to give some strategic power, strategic advantage to those who want to battle some of the even play to win opponents. But in case you're not in a position to let's say compete for first place, maybe you even get first place or second place with a lower budget, right? And be careful, because I have seen a certain bet that mathematicians kept on discussing. I saw it real life and it didn't play out that well. The name of the game is that you bid for, let's say, $1,000. The initial bid is $100. The idea is that everyone can bid. The first person pays for like the $1,000 with their bid, and they get the $1,000. The second person also has to pay what they bid, but they don't get anything in return. So there is one reward, and the second bidder will lose. The third bidder will not have to lose anything, so then they are safe. If there are, let's say, someone bidding 200, the other person bids like 400, the third person bids 500, then the third person wins like 500 because they pay 500 to get 1,000. The second person like still pays 400 but doesn't get anything in return, so they lose 400 in total, and the bidder with only 200 will have to keep their 200 bids so they don't lose anything. This type of game is really, really difficult when two people with a lot of testosterone are like competing with each other, because they might go all the way up to like 35,000, for example, to get 10,000. So one person invests 35,000 to get 10,000 with a net loss of 25k. The other person invests 34k on getting nothing, so the net loss is 34k. They are both huge, huge losers in this case. And we have a similar mechanic if you go for first place. You never know who you're up against. This is very important. You have no idea who you're up against, and you cannot control it. In that specific game, the optimal entry point is that you don't play at all. Because if you don't know the rules in advance, just don't play. This is why I tell everyone that first try out the game and then in a new account do things properly. And then even if you think you know the rules, even then you may not know the rules. That's the first thing. Let's move ahead. And in the meantime, I did one thing. There is this auto chess feature. You see that I played once, simply because we won't have everything. I won't be able to cover everything. It's possibly a separate video, I can cover it. And I won something that you could win as well. I was really, really fast, not strategic at all. So I would assume that you can get 10 wins in total in this auto chess. So it's not a big deal to get these 10 wins. So with that, we're just a bit ahead. I also did one more thing in a campaign. I advanced all the way to level 14 because the rest is just boring, not even strategic. So we're now in level 14. This is gonna get interesting. because here you see the opponent is quite strong. They have like an interesting layout because we need to focus on 3 separate rows. Right, so we will continue here and we'll also see what this sword is all about. So that's where we are. We'll claim the event part, 60 plus 15. In the special, we can claim 55 wins, the campaign. And that's it so far. So that was the events part. In the store, we check out the store, we go to daily. Here you have 1 Astro Silver in exchange for 100. Good question if it's worth it. I would not spend diamonds on Astro Silver that often. At the moment, given we're competing for 220k, and given that we get it back in less than 1 day, this is not the worst offer. So if you ever think about spending diamonds for Astro Silver, that's it. This was the way to go. And oftentimes it's worth checking what's available here for diamonds, because there are some 1 diamond offers sometimes. So let's go here and get the item. We're getting the item that is a regular one, Heaven Cast Stone. So we're not much ahead than before, and with that we've spent our diamonds already. And this comes with experience. So we have 105 energy, possibly more if you claim, 107. Let's check out the guild. People are advancing slowly, many of them are online. And at this stage I have to prioritize. So I will prioritize just a bit. Here 23 versus 28, logged in 1 day ago, donated only 20. We have to prioritize and send out a recruitment message. 2 spots are open, just in case. This is long run, so I'm quite gentle. Just at the bottom you see how guild managers think generally. Many of them are a lot more meritocratic, okay? So this means that many of them, let's say, would fire like half of the field. But in my case, it's we have to slowly make sure that team members are happy, because if you think about underperforming team members, also think about overperforming ones. If you tolerate underperformance, in that case the overperformers will leave you. This is why I have no regrets of making these moves in the first week. Later, after the first week, it may be a bit more gentle, because you cannot really go wrong in just 1 day. But if they haven't logged in for like a longer period of time and they underdonate, obviously they need to find a different guild. So number of donation is done. I'm investing in the number of members. We have 1 donation because we got like an increase from 7 to 8. Here it doesn't make sense to spend diamonds, because if the next donation is double, in that case you cannot live with it, unless someone else increases this number of donations further. Okay, in the wishing fountain you can donate in exchange for these coins, and you can also wish. So for example, I can wish for this Pegasus or anything whatsoever. Reward packs have been claimed, gift pack has been claimed. Let's go to the map and let's see if there is anything worth checking. So I cleared the room for the rest of the team. They haven't explored much, but I will. So occupy. This helps with heroes. Oh, I forgot to activate the Keymaster stand. No worries. Fierce Patrol. I think we have the power to eliminate them. Yeah, that's the usual formation. Oops, I forgot to add the 8th person. So this was a big mistake. Let's see, can I go back? Yeah, I can. exit. So I'm backtracking and I'll do the battle again. But now with 8 people. Healers are always welcome. Okay. And now the path is free. Keymaster stance activation is always important. So go ahead, one main monolith, wherever you want to go to. And then this one, occupy. The others will most likely explore the unexplored territories. I just want to make sure that I clear the map for the rest of the team, so that they don't feel constrained, don't feel blocked and moving around. Well, sometimes it's also a problem though, because I give the opponents a clear path if I clear many of them. So I'll go this way. Someone will have to discover the edges. I won't invest much in discovering the edges. And this helps because one of the missions that we are on the first week is to level up all the way to level 6. Now, come on, level 6 is not really doable here. I mean, 6-star units. To get a 6-star unit in 1 week, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's quite close to it. Let's conclude it's physically 99.9999% chances impossible. Okay, here we can go to the opponents. And I think movement-wise, we're not investing diamonds this time on movement. We have a strong enough guild. Last week we didn't, but now we do. And we're recruiting. Great. So, we have some missions left. These basic missions, plus we have energy. I think that in exchange for XP, if we could level up, we would. Oops, we would, but we need like 700 points, so completing the missions later is fine. You need to make progress elsewhere. Where can we make progress? We can either check out the units. So let's see the top 8 units once more. Yeah. Not much we can do. So we can proceed in the campaign, the main campaign. And by the way, there is an option to go like back and forth here to see if we missed anything. And we didn't. So go forward. Here you see that this was already borderline. I don't know how much we improved, but hey, we're still on level or day 5, so we have 2 more days. We have some sort of an advantage. Maybe we have a bit too many defenders. Let's reconsider everything. And start with a clean sheet. So a clean sheet says, this is the best unit we have. The second best. And right away we have 2 defenders. Good. Let's see the skill, 11k, 10.9k, about the same. So why not do the following? We have a healthy mixture of units, I'll go for more damage. I'll place these units near the side so that no one can attack the back row without charging. And we'll try. So we have more damage than before. This is something new. Maybe we can retry the previous map as well. Or not map, the previous stage. The reason why we do this is that we want a breakthrough in one of the two places, either at the top or at the bottom, and once we get the breakthrough, the back row is gonna be cleared. So we concentrate the damage in 2 rows, and meanwhile we can move these 2 rows based on where the charger units are for the opponents. So 2 rows are always welcome. So we get the resources, 9.8. Okay, here we have to keep the top unit. And for this unit, the reason why it's better to have this here is that the first defense unit will attract this defense unit, and all the other units will just pass through to the back row. Not all the other, the second and the third, the blue ones. And the sharpshooter will ensure that we deal damage. The only problem is that this is kind of an uncomfortable opponent because of the vomiting. I'll take this risk. Or, yeah, I'll have to take this risk because I cannot move the first row, and moving this row here means that the bottom row will just go through. Because if the adjacent rows are attracted by this defender, but if this defender is here, in that case the bottom row will just pass through and go for the back row. You need to observe how the game handles all this. The idea succeeded, you see? We need to deal damage in the back row because they are uncomfortable opponents. That's why you can even win battles in at a skill disadvantage, and I think we'll have to take some calculated risks as well if we want to finish 11.5. But only if we want to finish 11.5. Here I don't see much of an edge other than the complete lack of damage taking. The reason why I place these rows so much apart is that they have a balance of attracting the 2 rows. So the top row has to deal with 2 rows, and the bottom row has to deal with 2 rows of the opponent. And as they pass through, in that case the opponent has no chance of winning. Essentially it's the same as if we went for the middle 2 rows. And in that case, so there is another constellation I'll soon show you, that this strategy is essentially equivalent to this one in terms of balancing out the 2 rows. Here, the advantage of having these units so close by is that they can defend each other and they don't have to go that far. So we have to block the opponent anyway. I move these rows based on how easy it is for me to break through. If the opponent has a full defense formation. If they don't have a full defense formation, I just expose to the charging units and I'll just attack without the defender's aid. So we have all these ghosts to deal with. This is not the only one. There will be others as well, I guess. There is another one. And we'll move to the next one. So we're good here, with the exception of getting weakened because of the hero. Yeah, this is a weaker hero, obviously. So we'll stay concentrated in the middle. There are more options though. There is merit in moving the bottom row as swapping the 2 rows and moving the defense unit and also the marksman, to the top row. And just keep the two charging units in the second row. Yeah, quite straightforward. Despite the skill disadvantage. So you see that even if we have a greater skill disadvantage, we may just advance. And as long as I don't start losing stars, we're gonna be fine. So let's enter the arena. We can enter this as many times as we want to. Difficult situation. Let's see, do we have quick losses or something? No, we don't. Either way, this is fine. Okay. Seems like a relatively easy battle, now that we have the edge in the back. Although we won't be able to do this forever. So sooner or later we'll face resistance, but we don't have to go all the way to the top. A is fine. We get these skill upgrades. This is gonna be a tough one. No, it won't. I thought there are like 6 or 8 of these units, but no. Then it's a very easy battle. Opponent is out of balance, they can only charge. This was easy. Always get the rewards. And get these. Nothing else to be gained anymore. Now we have 9-11. We keep the rows here. Unless... No unless, it's fine. Oh, this is a story level. So we help someone and just go for the undead. Yeah, not even close to being hard. And remember, we'll need to level up for the underground. So we need to do something. Last time we suffered quite a lot with those 2 stars. So we go down. And I'll keep the other row a bit more distant. Because this way I can control where the opponents go. Otherwise they would be able to choose whether they attack to the top or to the bottom if I kept them on the second row. And I don't really want to attract 3 separate rows for the top team. Damage is done. And now they don't have any chances of recovery. Moving on. Don't forget the resources. Sometimes it's hard to see them, but you'll see it in the scout's letter anyway, and you'll be able to pick them up later too. Okay, these units are perfect here. Will win. Even against a skill advantage. After all, we're quite strong. We have to deal damage a bit faster, and we lost 1 unit, but we still have 10 seconds to complete it. We're living a bit more on the edge though, so sooner or later we'll see a 2-minute level. And the next level up is quite far. There is something here. You need to spot some of these ghosts, right? There is another ghost on the left. You can train your eyes because this happens quite often. Now it's easier to break through here, and then I'll control the opponents with symmetry. They have no other choice. The top 2 rows go to the top row, and the bottom 2 rows attack the bottom row. This is what we want with the defense units up front. They take most of the damage. You see the Berserker is not taking damage. Given you cannot fast forward these battles, it's important to observe how the units move and what the rules are. This will help you a lot in other cases. Oh yeah, it's fine either way. I don't even check the opponent's strength that much anymore. Although I should have, I think, because now it's a lot more difficult. Although we are healing as well, so you see with the healers, we just slowly grind the defenders away and we heal, and now it's over, game over for them. Which one should we go for? I think this one, because to get the 200 skill refreshes, it's just not economical. There is a chest somewhere. So we want some help, like with some chest. Okay, let's see. There is something golden. So now we got the chest, and we got the right, and we can now battle. You see, there is always a sequence of events that leads to the completion of the map, like a story. Okay. We lost a unit that doesn't look good at all. Yeah, 2 stars or less. But it doesn't matter because this is just a unit. Okay. In the meantime, recording was gone because I had a serious issue. My hard drive was full. Almost 200 gigabytes of recording. Glad I have a 10 terabyte backup one, which is not an SSD, which means that I cannot really record on that, so I have to keep on moving things. Okay, last story level. And here we need to move these rows so that they offer protection of the defense units and don't allow any charging whatsoever from the end of the opponent. And I think we have a serious advantage. The castle wall is a disadvantage, of course, but we have a serious advantage because the opponent left their attack units, charging units and ranged units undefended. So whatever they do, they cannot win. And this is what we are looking for, because we wanted to at least finish this level. Because if we finish this level, then we get new resources to upgrade from. Okay. So, next chapter. Let's go back to the previous one. I figured out that with the arrows you can just move back and forth, so this is better. We can claim anything we want. Yeah. And here we're done with the mission as well. Okay. And we have 44 out of 45 stars. We might as well try that one level where we failed. Where was it? Here. So let's see if anything can be done here. We're gonna win anyway. Oh yeah, that's the difficulty. But I think we're a lot better now. 128 versus 158. Why did we fail at all? Something serious must have happened. Maybe we were a lot weaker. So, quoting some famous people, you know, now we can fight. Okay. We got a 2-star demon, that always helps. And we can now move forward to the next level. Whether it's worth making progress, I don't know. Maybe. We do whatever we can to make progress, also in the underground, so maybe we'll go to the underground too quite soon. But I think if we advance in this space, we're gonna finish 11.5, so we have good chances of getting the 80 tokens for Paladin. Okay, let's leave the regular missions and let's go to the underground. Before the underground though, Blackguard Mercenary Camp. Yeah, this camp is built, and here we can start missions. These are the XP levels. It will take months to reach higher levels, and right now we only have one mission. In this one mission we have to formulate like one hero and 4 units, and they go on a mission to get some resources that we will use later. You see, our success rate is quite appalling. So I think we won't even earn XP. And we have to press the confirm. That's another issue, that you have to double confirm. It's 2 clicks. User experience wise, not good. Okay. So if you learn UX, you know. Difficult one. There are some recommended units, and the overall success rate has to somehow add up to 100%. But it's not just a simple sum, because if you see 34, 63, 91, and this is over 100 already. I don't know the exact algorithm, but it's not a sum, but some sort of a weighted average, because this hero success rate is low. That's the problem. And that's why when we start the mission, the chances are less than 100%, which means that we will get the rewards, but we won't get XP to level up and get a second mission. So we'll need to level up the hero to make sure that we can do these missions. But it's for free anyway. So on this level, I'll just make some progress and start the new chapter. We have 4 shots. Good question. I think I'm gonna go a bit unorthodox here and leave this formation. Or should I? Both are fine, it's just the charging units. Actually, I can just leave the charging units here and give trouble to the rest. Like that. And bear in mind, we need to lose less than 2 people in total. So we need to be strong. A defender is lost. And that's all the loss that we had to take. Okay, here we have to defend. And here we're gonna... It doesn't matter where we break through. It's just I would prefer this unit to deal with the defender as well. We're at a skill disadvantage already. I have no idea if you're gonna be good enough. Most likely yes. Strategy is kind of bulletproof. How on earth did we lose this Griffin? Okay, we saved the day. Unless there is a disaster, we'll win. And you see, time-wise, we're near the edge of what we can potentially complete. So I would not be surprised if we didn't finish this today. But hey, chapter 8, chapter 9, that's all we need to do. Maybe I'll go back for some rewards. After all, we made some progress here. Somewhere we had a 2-star, this one. We'll need resources anyway. I'll strengthen the bottom row. We'll break through anyway. Sometimes you need a triple defense formation. That doesn't hurt either. That's not a bad idea either. It's just I don't want to lose the 2 units fast. And I don't want to leave the top units vulnerable. I think that with the power advantage, we're gonna be a lot better off than before. If not, then we just take the resources. So we win or we win.
Follow me to victory.
Yeah, we got a lot stronger. So we can get these rewards. Are we strong enough here? Maybe. Let's try. Opponent units are strong, there is this vomiting dragon, so anything can happen, but with the strength advantage we're powering through. Unless our units fall like flies and near the end, which happens sometimes, we're gonna just win. So, another pack of rewards. And then, we don't have energy anymore. We cannot purchase this anymore. And we can go back to the town to manage whatever we can manage. Yeah, it's evening. In fact, due to the almost 200 gigabytes of copying, I think that the hard drive to hard drive, yeah, exactly. We can start purchasing all these. Don't forget to purchase all the items. Gold is basically for free. Dwarven Treasury. Our sponsor is a Dwarven Treasury. Don't spend anything that's diamonds. Unless you absolutely have to for XP. Okay. Here we've spent we've purchased everything worth purchasing. This one always comes handy. We need scrolls. Yeah, on day 7 Gelu is coming. So we'll need to level him up as well. And we can also upgrade our spells. There you go. Yeah, here we're missing a bit of these diamonds, but it's gonna come quite soon. We got the exploration ready. And I think it's time to go for the treasury. Or drawer and treasure. You know, this is the Enroth version of Janet Yellen right now. And the mixture of Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell, you know, they too. And they are gonna give us some gold coins. They're gonna print some money. So let's battle, because we might have leveled up. Let's also reorder the units themselves. I think I took good care of the units. Yeah. I don't know why there is a thumbs up here. I have to research this a bit more. But we have the 8 units anyway. 7.6k. This means that maybe we can do something with the units first, just to maximize the rewards. Not as if it mattered much. So this is a case for the barracks. Do we have barracks right now? I hope so. Yes, we do. So where are the griffins? We spend 100 units, or yeah, 100 units in exchange for 1 token. And then we go and rank up the griffin to get 1 more star. And this is gonna be a 3-star unit, and we're gonna advance in one of the missions too. We can also check the ranks for the same reason. Here, no way. This one, I mean, I need to collect 100 tokens, we won't manage it by Thursday. This one is quite okay, so we need 22. 22, we could manage it. If it's worth it, I don't know. Let's see if we have better options. Here we need 70, no way we're managing it. Let's see this one. Too much. That's too much as well. This one is okay. So we have 4, we need 15, so altogether 11. What we can do is go here. That's a very cheap ask, and a lot of people can wish for the same thing. Oh, we're already wishing for someone else or something else, and hope for donations. So we can cancel this one and wish for a marksman. Not sportsman, marksman. I think it's in order, I just didn't see it. So here it is. To level up. And maybe we'll get some. Oh, you're recruiting? Then let's see, do I need to recruit? Yes, I do, I will. Okay, so leveling up is granted, but we need the tokens. So let's go back to the barracks and let's recruit some archers. Can we? Not anymore, because yesterday we did it. Or yes, I'm not sure when exactly, we just don't have any. Or before that we did it, so we cannot do it anymore, even though we have the currency for it. So what else can we recruit? Let's see, monk. Every unit has a different currency. Talent. One of them was a misclick, most likely. Only accept positive. Far away. This one is really, really close. So orc, we need just one orc token. We're gonna get it from the barracks. So this one, we have 800 to spend. We exchange it in exchange for one. We cannot hope for leveling up once more unless a miracle happens. So the orc has a new unit. Activate, rank up. We are in 3 stars now. And this also means that talent can be developed as well. Sometimes skill can be unlocked. Okay, next. Rank up is very far away, although it only costs 2. No, it costs 10. They are very far away. Then this one. Far away. Maybe we can unlock a skill as well. Not now. And we're far away. Here. This always helps a lot, especially before battles and stuff. This one, we need 13 in total to level up. If we need it, he's a contender. Okay, activation. So we need 11 tokens in total. We won't manage it immediately, but later we will. But ranking up to 2 stars is not a big deal, so we might as well skip it. So 1 star to 2 star, it's not even worth it at the moment. I think we have enough candidates to get that. And here is a neglected castle unit. I don't know why, but he's really, really weak. And we're gonna finish the rest. One star to 2 star, we're not bothering with it. Unless we're taught to do so. So we're leveling them up as much as possible. And now we have a choice of where to go to. Potential candidate for 3 stars, just saying, but a bit later. Another candidate for 3 stars. And you see here we don't have any sort of a problem with upgrading these units. Good. So let's go back to the front. The 8th person is a marksman, and this is stronger, so we have to replace the marksman. Or at least we can choose. Do we want healing or precision? And also here, we got something. Oh yeah, we can spend the gems on these, or diamonds on these items. It helps because as long as our power is increased, we're good. So, also roster, don't forget that. It's just 1 click. Negligible, but still 1 click. And now we can go to the treasury. So, Janet, please give us some gold. And here it's a good question, who is good, who is not. Yeah, this was the last item, or the last unit. So I'm gonna go for it. 151k. We're shooting for a new record. Straight away. So, top record 385. Boss record, I have no idea. But I think we're gonna make it. The 385 should not be hard. Still have 30 seconds. 20. And we got the record now. And we still have more than 7 seconds. And it went fast because of the last spellcasting, so we went up by quite a lot. In order to reduce... Well, I don't know if we were lucky or unlucky. Actually, in the last seconds we scored quite well, so I just settle for this and sweep. You see, our rank is number 15 right now. Not good, not bad. It will get better as people will realize that they don't need this currency that much. It can be printed to infinity, just like some real world currencies, right? And once you have a lot, maybe you won't even manage this. Even though later you're gonna get a manager who's gonna take care of all these. So let's battle. Interestingly enough, this is all we can work with. So there is not much strategy behind this, just the precision shooters should be on the back. So we're aiming for a new record because we upgraded everyone. That's the reason why I went through the whole upgrade cycle at least once. Not as if it mattered, because we won't run out of talent. So 10.82 million. We're shooting for that. And we got it already, so we got a new record. Every single day we are making progress, you see. 15 million, so 60% extra, 62% extra, plus one wave. So this means that we can now sweep. And we're up to level 8. Remember how we started with those 2 units or 3 units. Compared to that, now we're ranking 8th on the whole server. Top 10. And this translates to diamonds, that's why we're doing this. The other currency is not needed. What, did I miss anything? Not here. Something is wrong. So you see, there are these bugs with these reward issues. Okay, so we're getting this and this. You see, that's a typical bug. We think that the program thinks that we left something here, but we actually didn't. That's a software bug. But we can live with it. Tomorrow it's not gonna be there, hopefully. Or if you restart, it's not gonna be there. Inventory, you can get some resources. Resources are good for leveling up. So we have quite a few things that we can spend before continuing. Because after all, in the campaign it was not easy to make progress, so it's better to level up now before it's due. Before we have some more serious type of battle. So gate. We might get something. So 9-10 was completed. Yes, absolutely. Underground, we're shooting for 8-5. It's gonna come sometime in the near future. Level 41 will be reached. Unit upgrade. It's in progress for purple +1. That's why we made some progress. 16 units to purple. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm not sure if I'll have the resources, but it's worth it. 3000 scrolls. We're very much on track. Let's see. We're gonna spend a bit more if we can. But we should be on track. We need to spend 2250 in total on these 3 heroes, and then sometime in the future we can expect Gelu. And we're gonna spend the remaining 750 on him, and then we're gonna get the 3000 spent. And what's important is collect all the scrolls from everywhere you can. But when you just finish regular missions, regular map progression, you will get these scrolls, so it's not a big deal. You can purchase scrolls, no problem. So we have already spent all the scrolls that we wanted. And if we go back to here, third day, then you see 2157. By the end of day 7, we should reach 2250 on these 3 heroes, so that we can spend an equal amount with the fourth one. I think, given we have 57 hours, this should be good. And let's see, so that we focus. This is easy, and this is within our control. I think we're gonna go all the way to 100, but we will miss out on the 200. This is what I'm thinking right now. This equipment upgrade is coming, where you see, for example, blue plus 2, we just need 1 to get all these, plus the token. So focus on that on day 7. This one, equipment units to level 40, for that we need to go to level 40 first, so it's coming. It's gonna be automatic. Obelisks, we've made progress, the maximum that we could. We should have reached this on day 1 to complete all the 21. So 19, 20, 21, we're gonna miss out on all 3. But it's not a big deal. Journey. Yeah, that's hard. Once again, we should have started on day 1 to get these artifacts. Too bad. We missed out on this. But I couldn't have managed this anyway. Maybe I'll try out another day 1, but it's not easy. Arena coins, most important thing, the only thing we can influence is to have the 5 battles done. Can we get more battles? I'll check. Is it worth it at all? I'll check that too. Most likely not. Yeah, most likely not. Because it's random whether we get the coins or not. And rank challenge. We won quite a lot. We need to get to top 10 somehow. So if you check the arena, we made progress, yes. Right now we're on rank 33. And yes, we can fight, but not today. And we're gonna fall back more and more during the day. And tomorrow we need to climb. The day after we need to climb all the way to rank number 10, if we can. I'm not sure about it, because these are quite strong, so maybe we won't win. And that's all we need to reach by the end of the week. So let's see. Here I claimed everything. And here I haven't claimed everything, but almost. And this means that we can make one small progress, either in here or in the other one. Just in case. So we made good progress so far. I think that we can manage this. One thing for sure, we won't lose. And bear in mind, we can also spend energy on Assassin's Creed. That's also a gamble, but it's a gamble worth taking, because we gain XP as usual, just like everywhere else, and we gain quite a lot of resources as well, and we're strong. We're really, really strong. So that's why we made progress, you see? That's what we wanted, to level up. I didn't know that this would happen, but you can always give yourselves the chance to take these rewards. What should we do? I would like to reach the back row fast. So, swapping this, moving these people here, and strengthening the top row with a healer doesn't hurt. That's the battle plan. It's a bit unorthodox, but sometimes we can deviate from the usual strategy. Yeah, that's why we did it. And you see, the bottom row is really strong because the ranged units couldn't protect the chargers. This is a good observation, as usual. Next. Let's see the market. Most of the time, markets are horrible. Can we see it at all? Not yet, because it's hidden. And we cannot complete this. So we'll see the market later. I would not be surprised if we couldn't buy anything reasonable. Because we're not gonna spend diamonds, that's for sure, on nonsense. So I think we're set with most of the missions, except for one. Remember the campaign, we're still yet to complete level 14, but we're stronger than before. This shark trainer is really strong, so let's be careful with that. And let's also realign the units themselves, because they might have changed in strength. I don't remember using the GOG for example. I remember using this unit, but not the GOG. So we'll protect the bottom row, we'll protect the top row. Yeah, very intelligent shouting. So with that, we have the two rows. We don't need to defend that much. And the hero itself, it depends. We might change the hero. And we need these units for the breakthrough, or do we? We'll see. But then we need healers. Let's try. We have the power advantage. I don't want to lose many good units. And the bottom row needs to be strong as well, because of the shark trainer. The healer must be strong, but I think it would have been better to not heal, but rather attack. It depends, we're living on the edge. You see, as soon as we lose good units, it's borderline. So let me make some changes in the formation. The change is gonna be the following. We'll keep the units as they are, but hero-wise we swap. Because with a targeted precision attack we can do a lot of things. Yeah, there you go. And then we get the advantage. And I hope to keep the advantage. We lose some units, not a... Oh, that's borderline. That's really, really borderline. This shark trainer is very painful to deal with. And don't forget to exit. Don't forget to exit before you lose. So we need to reevaluate the strategy. This is the big problem here. They are very well balanced. So we need to reevaluate the strategy. We might need to defend more. And go for the back row with these two units. And just overpower the opponent. So that's one. We have two defenders in total. Do we need a healer at all? Do we need more precision power, attack power, or defense power? Or healing? Healing is also an option. Because 8.5k, this one, no way. Okay, let's try this one. Objective, and I have one more idea that the attacker unit goes to the top two. Yeah, this failed.
Follow me to victory. Follow me.
Yeah, this strategy badly failed. The other strategy was better. We might as well take the loss and live with the units. So this was the original strategy. We may get some more attack power in the top, or on the top, and a bit more healing on the bottom. That could help. We'll see, and you can always get lucky as well because there is a luck element.
Follow me to victory.
Okay, so we quickly need to get rid of some units. We've done that.
Victory. We will take back Stedwick.
Yeah, that's the problem. The opponent is really strong. So you see, we just exit and then we'll re-evaluate a bit later. Maybe we'll do this in the evening. Okay, we got something. In the meantime, we forgot to collect some stuff. We need just some initial advantage, so anything that helps is appreciated. So we're gonna collect all the resources. It's kind of random, but that's how we need to compete. So in the units area, we can level up the marksman. Yeah, this would have helped a bit, for sure, with some attacking power and the talent. And let's see, how far are we? We're quite far from leveling up. It may not even happen today. So that's it, that's all we can do. Let's see the guild. We've done everything we need. So we picked up everything we donated already. Others donated too, that's amazing, they are great. Yeah, of course they are recruiting as well. Are we recruiting? Yes, we are. There is someone level 4 and is quite strong. Not as advanced as me in terms of level, but in many other aspects he's gonna be stronger. Yeah, 175k. You see, we're approximately the same strength. So 4 steps. I'm gonna go this way first. We could level up the skills. I forgot about the skills. I'll check the skills just in case. Because we got some skill diamonds. I'm not sure if I did that. And then we can go back and check out if we can complete that specific opponent at a reasonable loss. And we're not investing chess or diamonds in exchange for chess pieces. That's not good at this stage. On the second week. On the first week it was good because we had to get the guild started somehow. So back to units, and let's see the skill. So level 6. Oh, we have some room for improvement. Quite a lot, actually. We'll level them all up. And once we level them up, maybe then. Maybe then we stand a chance. Yeah, of course, we left so much on the table. What about this one? And yeah, we left so much on the table. This unit was part of our crew. I did this in this order just in case we didn't reach level 5. Now that we're reaching level 5, any of these skills are good, but we cannot do much anymore. We cannot increase this further. But we helped our main unit or main units quite a lot. See, 165k. We're getting better. I can try once, just once. And maybe we're missing a strategic component. That's also possible, because we could also stand behind defenses, add the third defensive unit on the top to entertain this other unit, and focus all our efforts in the bottom. But then that's not good either, because we need to eliminate the bottom row, the back row. So with more power, maybe we can reach something. We will win this regardless, so worst case I'll take the loss. And by the way, we need to take this loss just once, so we could just work with dummy units, so some really bad units, and sacrifice the 2 charging units. That could be a strategy too, because I don't want to sacrifice all these units. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. So we keep all the units on the top, these 2 units. We'll send them back, the rest. They are gonna be good for another battle. And we'll provide some entertainment value, some defensive entertainment value, while these 2 units do the damage. We can even increase these units to a 3rd one and sacrifice this one first, although we will lose anyway. And we'll defend like crazy. Yeah, we'll defend like crazy. And we have more defense units left. And what is even worse for them, I'm gonna heal them as well. So here everything is there just to kill time. And near the top, so we don't need much. We don't need to deal damage here. Our only objective is to win time. And then near the top, we can sacrifice an attacker, not this one, but another one. We can sacrifice an attacker who deals damage fast, but unfortunately this attacker is kind of weak. Do we have better options? Yeah, this one. We don't need them in the main formation anyway. And maybe this one. It's not an attacker, but at least they can all go to the back row. Just to ensure that we eliminate the back row. That's the only objective. Let's try. We're a lot weaker than before, but this is funny. And we don't really have any units to protect. That's the other thing. So we could even add another charger at the top. I'm just dealing some damage so that something happens. You see, we're eliminating the back row. That's the objective. And now the damage was done. They have done their job. I don't really mind anything else that's eliminated. Is just an added bonus for us. Yes, we sacrificed the units. We were not meant to win this battle anyway. If we win anything, so be it. Yes, 6 units, that was an added bonus. So this means we lost 2 units from our main formation, and they lost 6 units from their main formation. That's the idea. And now we take back the same units. We'll defend like crazy against these units. Yeah, we just need to have substitutes because we cannot use the sacrificed units anymore. So that's gonna be the new formation. They are strong enough anyway. This shark trainer is really, really difficult. You see, it survived the whole battle. I want a shark trainer too. As soon as I can, I will. And now they are no match for us. Without defense, without anything. The shark trainer will stick around for a while, but not for long. Without a team, they are nothing. Okay, now comes the sword. Some demon. So there are 2 options. We either go the angel's path or the demon's path. So you seal the demon or we seal the angel. No, we don't want to have the demon, we want to have the angel, simply because we have a knight type of setup and it doesn't go that well with Inferno, although anything could go well with that demon in the Inferno. Most of the time I only get rewards like this one, Heaven Cast Stone and Diamond, that's all. So I will try out the demon next time. And we get some more stones, right? And level 15. So we got a weaker team, but regardless we should be fine. We'll break through at the top. For the breakthrough we might need another unit. 6.2k is alright. So if we need a substitute, we could have a substitute, and we'll try just like this. So this was the first riddle, you know, there is a strategic element. You don't need to power through the event. You can also sacrifice weaker units, and that's what I did. And I'm not that good at placement, so initial placement strategy, so maybe I could have won the whole battle with less care, just placing the units properly so that they support each other. If you know a better placement, initial formation, write it in the chat. And you see, this is a lossless battle. Sometimes it happens that there are these difficulty spikes that have like 115k. I thought it would be easy and it wasn't. But I'm glad that we made it. So we got this artifact. I hope the torture screen won't come up. Good. Can we get anything? Not really. 58 and 59. And remember, there is gonna be day 6. So on the journey, we got 8,000 medals. We're going for one more, the 11,000. And I think that's where we have to settle. Okay, I think we did a good job. Let's see where we stand. 19th place. Position 10 has a bit more. So you see the gap is widening a bit, but we haven't used our evening energy. That will still come. In the guild we have made our move. Most of them. Yeah, all of them in fact. So all we can do now is just wait for the evening, spend the remaining energy, and then we have 2 more days.